Hi, gorgeous. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Carla. I'm the founder of the Feminine Energy, and welcome to this channel. Welcome to this video. So, what I want to talk about in this video is how a feminine woman doesn't need a man in order to be feminine. So, and I think this is so discussed in groups about feminine energy in so many channels, in so many places. So because one of the reasons for many women, one of the reasons they start on this journey of reconnecting with their feminine energy, embodying their feminine energy, it's because they are single or they want to find a partner, they want to find a masculine man, or they are in a relationship but they feel there's no polarity with the men they are with. They don't feel they are in their feminine energy in the relationship, so they want to connect with their feminine energy in order to have a better relationship, or if they are single, in order to find that masculine man who makes them be and feel feminine. So for many women, this is one of the starting points. This is one of the reasons why they start on this journey of embodying their feminine energy. So it becomes the focus, the central point in the first stage of them finding about feminine energy, finding coaches about feminine energy, finding articles about feminine energy, groups on Facebook about feminine energy. So it becomes the the initial step, initial stage of their journey. So it becomes the most important thing. It's I want to embody my feminine energy because I want to find a masculine man, or I want to feel feminine in my relationship. So, and I know, because I know a lot of places, of those places where they tell you that in order to be feminine, in order to be in your feminine energy, you need a masculine man in your life. You need to be with a masculine partner. And like that's a thing that it's like almost an obligation, you know. And like if you're not with a masculine man, or with a masculine partner, it's like you're not in your feminine energy, or you are not embodying your feminine energy, or even worse, that you cannot embody your feminine energy if you don't have a masculine man in your life. And this is just not true. And I just wanted to do this video just to clarify about this. And because if you think the opposite, if you think about a man, if you think about a man who is masculine, who is in his masculine energy, no one says that he needs a woman, he needs a feminine woman in order to be masculine. No one says that, you know. So a man is just is. That's his energy. That's his essence. That's the energy he is embodying. That's who he is, regardless of he has a woman or a feminine woman or not in this life. He is just a masculine man. So it doesn't, in other words, so it doesn't need a feminine woman to validate his masculinity. It doesn't need a feminine woman to validate or to help him embody his masculine energy. It doesn't need a feminine woman, you know, to be, for him to be masculine. So why would a feminine woman, or why would a woman need a man in her life in order to be feminine? It's the same thing. So she doesn't. The thing is, she doesn't, because our feminine energy, my feminine energy, your feminine energy, that's an intimate relationship that you have with yourself. It's not external. It's you don't There's nothing external that's going to validate your feminine energy for yourself. There's nothing external that is going to be the thing that is going to make you be feminine. So because it's an intimate relationship of you, with yourself, with your inner energy, with your internal guidance, with your internal work. So it's a decision also. It's a decision that you make to embody your feminine energy and live from your feminine energy, reconnecting with your essence, with your feminine essence. It's an inner work. It's a very intimate work, a very intimate relationship. That's the most intimate relationship that you can have. It's the relationship that you have with yourself. So it comes from within. It comes from you connecting with your emotions, you connecting with your intuition, you deciding how do you want to live your life. So it's an internal decision, it's an internal inner work. So it doesn't come from a man. It's not like, oh, suddenly a masculine man is going to appear in my life and I'll be feminine. Just like the click of a button. I'm not saying it doesn't help. I'm not saying that, but it's a decision. It's a relationship with yourself. So you don't need you don't need a man to validate that you are in your feminine energy. You don't need a man to help you be in your feminine energy. That's you with yourself. Because what's going to happen if you are in, suddenly you meet a masculine man, you are in a relationship with him, but then for some reason things don't work out, the relationship ends. What's going to happen? You don't not going to be in your feminine anymore, so you're not going to be feminine woman anymore. Of course not. Of course you're gonna be a feminine woman, because that's who you are, regardless of you are in a relationship with a masculine man or a relationship with whatever in your life. So that's a relationship that you have with yourself. Then of course what's gonna happen is, if you have that desire to be with a masculine man, and if you have that desire to be with a masculine man in a relationship, that's also a decision that you make. And that's going to be, and if that's going to, I mean, that relationship, that man, that relationship is going to appear in your life, is going to be a match to your feminine energy. His masculine energy is going to be a match to your feminine energy that you already have. Right? So it's not him that is going to give you that feminine energy. It's you that going to be a match to his energy. He's going to be a match to your energy. You're going to be a match to each other, basically. So you're going to have a relationship of polarity, of feminine and masculine polarity. So yeah, so that's how it happens. So, but it doesn't mean that if you are single, and for the single ladies listening to this video, if you're single, doesn't mean, oh my god, I cannot do the work, I cannot be embodying my feminine energy because I am single. No, that's not true. That's not true. And I know that maybe some coaches say that you need to be in a relationship in order to be feminine. No, certainly there are going to be things that you're gonna learn from a relationship with a masculine man. There are certain things that there we can do your inner work alone to an extent, but then if we meet people that, and not just romantic relationships, but friendships, work, etc., that are gonna be a match to our feminine energy, of course we're gonna learn lots of things about ourselves. It's gonna help us ground our feminine energy even more, yeah, etc. But that's continuing the work that we're already doing on our own. So yes, in to respond to those many questions that I receive in a weekly basis, how can I be feminine if I'm single? Yes, absolutely you can. You don't need a man to give you your feminine energy. It's as I was saying, it's an inner job, your inner work. It's a relationship with yourself. You decide to be feminine, you decide to connect with yourself, because even before we are in a relationship with someone else, we need to connect with ourselves. We need to know who we are. We need to connect with our emotions. We need to express our emotions. We need to learn to be emotionally available. You need to learn what it means to live from our feminine energy, even in our daily lives, when we are on our own, or if you are a single mom. I'm a single mom, so, and I've done that even before I was in a relationship. So I did that work. So you can do it on your own, because the work that you have, inner work, I mean, that you have to do with yourself. That's the most intimate relationship you're going to have with yourself, and you're not never going to need anything or anyone externally to validate that you are feminine. You just are, just like a masculine man. It's just he is masculine because it's his truth, it's his essence, it's his energy. And you are feminine because it is your truth, it's your essence, it's your energy, and it's the choice that you make to be in that energy and to live from that energy. I know a lot of women that follow this channel that have been in their masculine energy for a very long time. I have been there myself, so, and have done, the work. I took that decision to start living and connecting with from my feminine energy, and did that change, did that shift, etc. And a lot of women are doing that now. So that's you with yourself, even before anyone else comes into your life, because that's the most important relationship you're gonna have. It's the one you have with yourself, and you have to put yourself first and have your own standards, and have your, know very well who you are and what you want, even want from a relationship, so you can recognize the right person when they come along. So if you haven't, get our book, The Feminine, Embody Your Sensual Feminine Energy. So I'm going to leave the link here in the description. That is a book that's going to help you make the shift from masculine energy, from living from masculine traits, into your connecting and living from your feminine energy. And I wish you a very good day. Enjoy.